Hey, tell me about that Skype installation idea that
Yeah, I
we're
haven't come
talking
up
about.
with a name yet, so I'm
Yeah,
using Skype generically.
yeah.
But the basic fundamental issue is that there's a lot of NRI parents in the U.S. that have their parents living in India alone, and including my two grandmothers, and why not enable them to interact via Skype or video conferencing as opposed to just a simple telephone call? All the technologies are in India now. Most houses have an internet connection. Most houses have a computer. Most computers come with a webcam. But the problem is that a lot of people either don't have time to set it up or they don't really understand what to do to set it all up. They understand generally that you can video conference, you can web communicate with each other, but actually physically going to the house and setting it all up, making it all work, having it ready to go is something that's a challenge I'm finding with a lot of folks over here. So it would be a simple service where you go to their house, install everything, have the computer on all the time, make sure that they have a webcam on the computer, and the ability then to video chat with their parents, with their kids in the U.S. at any point in time. So just like a regular phone call. It has to be super easy so that it's always on. Skype, for example, if that's the software we use, is always loaded. And it's like a phone call is ringing, but instead of picking up the phone to talk, you just hit yes, and all of a sudden you can see each other. It cannot be more complicated than that. It can't. There's nothing to do with launching an application, turning on a computer, launching a browser. Nothing. It has to all be a very, very, very simple type of thing. And so I
So
just want to try that out.
one more thing is that you told that it's even a problem for an elderly guys to use social networks like
Yeah.
Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't you think they're really intuitive and they're really getting intuitive?
I don't agree with that. I don't think it's intuitive for, like, my mom's a perfect example, or your mom. I mean, my mom took about 6 months to figure out how to like launch a browser,
Okay.
and that was after repetitive use.
Oh,
And then finally she got into the browser. Then another like 3 months to figure out Facebook and how just basically how to set up her own profile, how to create her own profile. And then another 3 months to figure out how to upload pictures. Now she's somewhat on her own, but even today to this point, she's still like kind of afraid of leveraging those tools, even though it's really easy to use. I bet you your mom would be in the same situation. There's a
yeah,
lot of parents
yeah.
that are just adverse to using technology, even if it's really simple to use for me and you. So why not help them stay with the times, because they all want to. They don't want to feel like they're kind of the older generation. They want to be kind of hip and cool and young and use all these things they're using, but they don't understand how to do it. And so if there could be a service to just kind of walk them through it and set it up and kind of get them comfortable with it, and be able to call whenever they need a helping hand, I think it'd be a useful thing.
Agreed, agreed. So, so my take on this would be like it's a really good problem to solve at the outset, and could be a business. But the only two problems I see here
Yeah.
is that one thing I've told you, it's this scaling this kind of business and the margins that you're gonna get, especially in India. So
Yeah.
that this you're gonna have to deal with these issues
Yeah.
if you wanna make a business out.
Yeah. Those are good things to think about.
Okay.
Yeah.